You're in the boat with me now. Welcome to Spear Fleet. My name's Andrew. I started this Spear Fleet channel to show people the sport of spearing and that it's not an expensive sport and it's really cheap. You don't need all that fancy gear and stuff. The primary piece of equipment you need for spearing is a spear. I use spears anywhere between 8 foot and 12 foot long. You can buy one spearhead for 30 bucks online. The pole costs around $15 and all you got to do is attach it. Or you can go the cheap route and make your own like I did here. You also need a spotlight because you're primarily going to go out at night when you want to go. And you want it nice and bright so you can see them fish out in the distance and you can go after them. The rest of the gear you need batteries. One for your light, one to power the lights on your boat, because safety first. Back here, I have an oar in case anything happens with the engine and you got to get back to shore. Gaff hook when you're going for those big fish that you can't get in by yourself. Got a beater. This here helps euthanize the fish so they're not suffering inside your boat. We got flotation devices to keep you afloat in case you go into the water or someone else. You got a backup spotlight. Life jackets. We have a 15 horsepower 4-stroke Yamaha engine on the boat. By the way, the boat is 1449 flat bottom. We also have ourselves a dry box to hold our fishing licenses, scales, so at the end of the night we can weigh everything. This is all you need to get started spearing. Now, when you can do spearing as a team or solo. When you go out as a duo or more, one person's got to stand up here on the front. You're going to want to have a really good solid surface to stand on when you're out spearing. And you can spear off any side. You got 180 degrees. And you're just going to pan back and forth like this. And when you see a fish, you're going to call out the fish. Your driver's going to go right to where your spotlight's pointed and get you right up on that fish. Once you're up on that fish, you're going to get up over top of it. Put that spear down in the water. You don't want to be above the water. Once you're down in that water, you're going to want to get right over the fish and stab right down into it. You can let go of your pole when you do it too. You don't want to really hold on to it because when you do that, you're just going to bump the fish and the fish could get away. The key is to put as much as you can without bending your knees. You bend your knees, you lose momentum. You want that momentum to go through the fish. So a good practice tip is before you get in that water and before you start trying to spear, is just stand out on some open ground. Hold your spear in your hand and let go and then catch it. That way you know when you're out spearing, you're going to drive through that fish. Now, if you go out solo, you can do it from the back or the front. You can do it from the front if you have a front-mounted trolling motor. I personally prefer steering from the back side because I can control the boat easier with my hand and still scan. And as you're scanning, you're going in reverse. So you're going to go a little slower than you would if you were with a partner. But as you're going and you're scanning for them fish and you spot one, all you're going to do is turn your motor towards the fish and go towards it. And once you get close enough to it, you're going to have to stop and throw your motor in neutral. Reach down, grab your spear, keeping your light on the fish, which makes this more difficult. And you're going to do the same thing you would do if you were standing up front with a partner. You're going to want to go through the fish with your spear Your spear's going to float if you miss, and you can turn back around and get it. The best part about spearing is that, unlike bow fishing and spear fishing, your projectiles will float. And if you miss, you can always reach down and grab another one. There's been many a times we've been out on the water and we've missed a fish or got another fish and have been able to let go of that pole, grab another one, and go after another fish, because the fish that's on the other pole is going to be there waiting on you when you come back around. Then you can go after that second fish and spear it. Once you get that fish in the boat, you can turn back around, go back for that other spear, and get that second fish. It's one of the greatest things about spearing, is you can get multiple fish at one time. Whereas with bow fishing or spear fishing, you got one shot. And if you miss, you got to drag back in all that line, and then you got to reload. Spearing, as fast as you can grab a pole is how fast you can get fish. And during the spring spawn, it's the greatest time, because you can have, during the spring spawn, it's the best time of year to do spearing, because you can get 2, 3, maybe even 4 fish at one time when they're spawning, because they're all bunched together. And that's the great thing about spearing. When you're out trying to bow fish or spearing fish with your spear guns, you only got one shot. And if there's a group of fish, the rest are going to scatter. Unlike spearing, once you're on top of them, if you go for the big one, the big ones are normally the females. You get her in the boat as fast as possible, those males are going to stay right there. And you can get 2 or 3 of them before they realize their doom is upon them. Spear season starts in March, and I did this video to get you ready for the spring spawn. So if you like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for my next video.